Hello, my name is Joshua Isakson, and my project is a letter punching stand. The purpose of the stand is to be able to punch consistent letters into machined parts without the risk of hitting your hand. First I started with a CAD model to create drawings from. After the CAD was done, I started working on manufacturing the parts. First step is the C-frame. This is mostly made of machined aluminum with an acrylic base for aesthetics. The frame is held together using standardized 1032 screws, making the manufacturing easier. After the frame was done, I moved on to the wooden feet. These are made using plywood that was cut to size on a table saw, with fillets being added using a belt sander. In an attempt to give these a nice finish, I stained and waxed them. However, I neglected to mix the stain before applying it to the first foot, so it ended up looking worse than before the stain was applied. The final main part was the bushing that supports the letter stamp. This part was designed to be made using cast resin. To make the mold, I 3D printed a copy of the final part that I wanted, as well as a small box to form the mold. After the part was glued inside the mold, I poured the silicone into the box. After it cured, I could remove the part and cast my final part. Unfortunately, I had no way of removing air bubbles from the resin, so when it was cast, it trapped the bubbles and cured them in the part. This doesn't affect the function of the part, however it is not the most aesthetically pleasing. After the bushing was completed, I could move on to the final assembly. During the final assembly, I encountered some issues with the order of operations, as the screws for the base of the part guide could not go in when it was assembled with the upper part guide. Once assembly was complete, it was time to test the final prototype. To use the stand, you place your part under the C-frame, then install the bushing with the letter punch of your choice. Then you are able to hammer the punch without the dangers of hitting your hand. To punch the next letter, move the part along the guide until the desired kerning is achieved. Then simply hammer again and see your nicely spaced letters without risk of injury. Thank you for your time.